Yo, this breakfast interview was fire with Tyrese. Y'all gotta check out the whole thing. Go to the Breakfast Club and watch the video with Tyrese.
You said you don't even remember a lot of the stuff you were saying, though.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't at all. So it's like when you get drunk, do you hold your boy to what he's saying while he's drunk?
No, I never held that against you.
Okay. Do you hold anybody to anything that they're doing when you know that this is their usual self? They were drunk, they were out of their mind, and they end up saying and doing some shit that hurt my feelings, that was offensive, that made me feel a way. But I know that characteristically, that's not who this man is.
Well, yeah, see, the difference is, I honestly don't know what psych meds you were on or who you are during that point. I don't know. I don't know.
It's salty. It fucked me up.
I don't know. I never had a conversation with you because I never wanted to see you like that. The person who spoke to me on these texts, spoke to my wife during that time at the text, I didn't like that. And I wanted to remember Tyrese as a person that was my brother and helped my relationship, not the Tyrese that I was going through. So I took a step back from
so you got the text messages of the psych med, Tyrese?
He did. That's
what it was. Crazy. Charlamagne told you to suck his dick before on that message.
Because he was talking crazy.
Whoa.
You know that. We had this conversation already.
Guys.
But he literally said, I don't remember any of that.
I don't remember what I said that made you say that or made you feel that way.
But to this point, I took a step back because I didn't know what you were going through. And I tried to talk to you, and I seen who you were. And I didn't even like who you were online. And to my point, I tried. And when I seen how you were talking this way, I said, I'm going to take a step back.
And you know, when me and Tyrese had a
convenient.
How convenient? Yeah, how convenient. Yeah, when the way you were talking, the way that you were.
How convenient to step back.
What you mean?
I never stepped back from you.
From you.
That's right.
You should have.
But I never talked to your wife in a disrespectful manner. And
How convenient. How convenient. I know that story all too well. You put yourself out there for another person, and then when the tables turn and you need them the most, they're not there. And they got every excuse in the book as to why they can't be there. I know that all too well. You know? A lot of times we go out of our way to ensure that another person is taken care of. And no, we don't do it to get something in return. But at the same time, if I'm in a similar predicament, I would expect that you would reach out. I would expect that you would care enough about me to check on me, to say, hey, this isn't like you. This isn't your character. What is going on? And Envy didn't do that for Tyrese when Tyrese needed him the most. But he was there for them. Flew across 4 states to be there for him and his wife. And when he was going through the same thing, he couldn't do that. I'm looking at Envy sideways, and I really hope that this was just a teachable moment for Envy and that he'll do better in the future. But the whole conversation was fire. If you are an empath and you always put yourself aside to help somebody else, don't be discouraged when they don't do it back to you. You have a calling on your life, and your calling is to be there for others. But you can't expect what you would do for them to do for you. That's just the way of the world. A lot of people aren't built like that. A lot of people really, literally are not capable of putting their own emotions and their own grievances aside to be there for somebody else. They literally cannot manage the two. They have to block everything out in order to internally deal with what they got going on. And then when that's good, then they can be available for you. I can't fault nobody for being like that. I can't, you know, and I've learned to not take it personally. You know, what I do for others when I'm still hurting and grieving and depressed and anxious, that's nothing but God. That's a superpower, in my opinion, to be able to put aside my own shit to help somebody else out. Everybody ain't got that, you know? So I look at it as a blessing and not a curse, you know? And it also helps me realize, you know, where I can put that person in my life. That friend that told me that, I still love her to death. I would do anything for her. But now I know that I can't have her up here. She's no longer up here in that top part of priority, you know? I know now that I can't count on her when things get really tough for me. And it's hurtful, but it's also freeing because now I don't have to put so much effort and focus towards that person anymore. I could focus myself. I could focus on other people, other things, myself, you know? So I just want to say that. Right now I'm making some sauteed green beans. It'll be my first meal of the day. I usually do intermittent fasting and I don't eat until about 2 or 3 every day. And then I'll eat something small again around 8 o'clock at night. But I went to this crab boil last week and the sauce was banging. I mean, it was like garlic, butter, all the seasonings. And after I was done with my crabs and potatoes and stuff, I actually saved the sauce. I said, I'm gonna cook something else with this. I can't waste it. So anyways, I'm using it for my sauteed green beans. And I just hope my sauteed green beans don't taste like crab. We'll see. Anyways, y'all holla at me. Leave a comment. Appreciate you.